Now, you may remember around about a year ago, we brought you the news here on BBC Coventry and Warwickshire that the future of Ryton Organic Gardens was in some jeopardy, I suppose would be the word at that time. The future could soon become a little clearer. Its owners are now in talks with Coventry University over a potential sale. Garden Organic decided to sell the 22-acre site, with the charity's managers saying they couldn't afford to keep it running. We've contacted the university, who say positive discussions are ongoing. So what could it mean for the future of the site, and in particular the future of memorial trees and gardens? People's ashes, of course, are scattered at the site, and others who currently lease plots there. Well, James Campbell is the Chief Executive of Garden Organic, and he joins me now. James, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. So what could this mean for the future of Ryton Organic Gardens?
Well, I think it's basically going to be a very good arrangement, both for Garden Organic, for Coventry University, and for the gardens. I mean, Ryton have been run as essentially a research and educational site and campus all the time we've been there, since 1985, and we've established essentially a big research capacity as well as the organic gardens. And Coventry University, of course, is itself a research and education institution. They, we hope, will essentially take over from us, continue the research work that's gone on there for over 30 years. And they have the resources and the ability to invest in the site, to bring it up to current standards, and to take it forward to the new generation. So I think it's very exciting for everybody.
Will Garden Organic leave Warwickshire then?
That's very unlikely. What the trustees said from the very start was that they wanted to see, first of all, if we could try to come to an arrangement whereby both Garden Organic and also our world-famous heritage seed library could remain on the site at Ryton, and we are in detailed negotiations with Coventry University about just that. However, if it was the case that we were to move, it would be very local. We have a wonderful staff and a wonderful team, and of course any organisation is the sum of its team, and so we don't want to lose anybody. So if, and it's a very big if, we do move from Ryton, we'll be relocating somewhere very close by.
Do you envisage the gardens still being gardens?
Yes, I do, and I think that Coventry University and Garden Organic have had a very good working relationship over the last 30 years. We've collaborated over numerous projects, and the university really understands what the site is about, and that's why, for us, they are really the ideal partner. Now, we had to go through a rather convoluted process, because that's required of us by the Charities Commission to make sure that we get the best value in terms of disposing of this asset. So Coventry University was always very high on our list of potential partners, but we had to go through this essentially process of putting the site on the market and looking into other options just to make sure that we were getting the best value. But Coventry and Garden Organic sit really well as partner organisations, and I know this from the top, that they absolutely understand and respect the heritage of the site, the fact that there are memorial trees, that there are people's ashes there, and of course they will do everything to continue to allow the necessary access to those families and to the friends of people who will continue to want to visit and access those. So it's a very sensible and pragmatic approach, which will essentially allow both organisations to move to a new phase of development, and it's really very exciting for us all.
Are you able to guarantee that, James, that those, I mean, the ashes of people scattered, including Lawrence Hills, the founder of HDRA in the first place, I mean, are you able to guarantee that? Is that an absolute red line?
Well, from obviously my perspective, I can guarantee that for the whole time that Garden Organic is owning the site. Once the site is owned by Coventry University, clearly that's a decision for them. And what I can tell you, of course, as I just have, is that I am very confident, because of their knowledge and understanding of what has gone on at the site, that there will be no issue about this at all.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose can you understand the strength of feeling of those members who, and, you're using phrases like disposing of an asset. Actually, these are memorial gardens where the remains of people's family are scattered.
Well, we, of course, have been in consultation, discussion with all the families, and what I can tell you categorically now is we haven't had a single person oppose what we're proposing to do. Every single family member or friend, somebody who's got a memorial in the gardens, has been contacted and essentially is entirely content with the proposal. So there isn't a single person who's raised a single objection, because this is a very sensible way forward. What would the alternative be? Would they rather have the entire gardens covered with houses and all the memorials and the trees disappear completely? I don't think so.
No, but that was one of the things that you were looking at doing.
That was one of the processes that we had to go through, because the Charity Commission essentially makes sure that we are obliged by law to see what the options are to make sure that we're getting appropriate value. So we did do that, and I'm very pleased and delighted, of course, that Coventry University has come out as our preferred bidder, and that's where the negotiations going. So it's actually a good news story for everybody.
Have all your members been contacted, or only those with memorial sites?
All of our members.
And you're 100% sure about that, James?
Yes, I've personally seen myself the letters going out in our magazine, The Organic Way, which was posted earlier this week. All of our members whom we have emailed have been emailed. So, yes, everybody on our list has been contacted.
And what happens next?
And what happens next is that the negotiations continue. We essentially have agreement in principle, but you and I know what it's like when the lawyers get hold of these things. So the negotiations, I'm sure, will go on for some time. And, of course, it's business as usual. The gardens will be...
Oh, unfortunately, the line just seems to have
as it
dropped.
is at the moment.
So we just lost you there at the very end. So the gardens carry on being open at the moment.
Indeed, absolutely. Oh, it's business as usual.
James, thanks very much for being with us here on BBC Coventry and Warwickshire. If you want to react to anything that he said, then please feel free to pick up the phone and give me a call. It's been a year. We've been asking to speak to him. He's been with us on the programme this morning. And if you've any reaction to that, then please let us know. 0800 75 65 200. You can text 81333, start your message with CW. We shall wait to see what the future of Ryton Organic Gardens is, and those memorial sites specifically. We did speak to Coventry University. They say we are pleased to be in advanced talks with Garden Organic, with whom we have had a strong working relationship for decades. These positive discussions are ongoing. Consequently, we cannot comment any further at this time.